Welcome back, Virgo. This is your reading for the month of June 2022. You got Patience and Wizard of the Woods. It says focus. The interesting thing about this card is that it reminds me very much of the Hermit. So it's like double your energy. It's like the suggestion is that your month of June, you're going to be very much into your own energy, Virgo, withdrawing. It doesn't mean that it will be complete, but I think that it suggests that you will be, or that is the guidance to spend time being the hermiting, going within and seeking your own inner light, inner guidance. The patience, let's see what comes up. I mean, the other card you get is about patience, and maybe that's about you being patient with yourself. So let's see, Virgo. Gosh, very powerful cards here in this row here of advice, Virgo. Eight of Air, the feeling of being trapped. So Virgo, I feel like there's something that is unspoken in the month ahead. There's something maybe that's worrying you, that you either are feeling the need to speak about. There's a lot of blue here, throat chakra, suggesting throat chakra. So and it could be your unexpressed feelings or views on something that's inside. You get the Ten of Air as your theme, which is about the ending of a hard situation, of something difficult. This could have been something that hurt you quite deeply, or has been hurting you. It's but the Ten of Airs, a lot of our thoughts, it's like negative thinking or something that's caused you to be in your head and also to hurt your heart, But with the Ten of Air there, with the 10 showing up in the center, the 10 does talk about the ending of that situation. It's almost like the worst is over. So I think that your month ahead is about focusing on your healing, Virgo, and maybe that's why you get this. It's like being patient with yourself, with your healing. I get the impression of something painful having happened, and that's got you stuck in your head and in your heart. It's like a combination of thoughts just going round and round, but also this, whatever this is, it's caused a lot of pain. It could even be remembering something, and being in your memory about something, like nostalgia. But to me it looks like a lot of pain, and then it's almost compounded by your own thoughts about how you should be recovering or over this, or shouldn't be behaving like this. So Virgo, I think this patience here definitely is about being patient with yourself. What could work against you is the Seven of Air. I think that this can only be a warning, Virgo. I'm sorry to say, but it's like you just have to be very, very awake and aware to games being played. I spoke about the throat chakra showing up here, at least for me now. That's feeling trapped in your thoughts, but also feeling trapped maybe by judgments. Like, let's say you have been feeling depressed over something, and people telling you that you need to get over that. Maybe, sometimes we have, I don't know enough about PTSD, but I think we know about it. Like, you can have been in an accident and be suffering post-traumatic stress from that. and not being aware of it, or being aware of it but having people telling you snap out of it, or whatever. It could be a relationship, it could be the loss of a loved one, it could be the loss of a job, whatever it, or the memories of something coming back, you know. Now with the 7 of air, to me this is like a harsh energy around you that you need to be careful of. So be careful of, and I'll get clay 5, be careful of what people are telling you is time for you to heal, for example, or to snap out of it, or sorry, this is the right way or the wrong way. So it's your way, Virgo. It's you experiencing whatever it is you are experiencing, and just cutting yourself some slack and trusting the wise soul within you that you know your journey, and to be okay with that. Working for you is this new beginning, and you know, this letting go of something that's made you feel trapped. Look, these 7 of air, 8 of air, and 10 of air, they are so related, linked to each other, you know. It's like, and then you have the 2 of air with your own energies, two-mindedness about something. You're two-minded about something, or something's caused you to be two-minded. You know, it could even be about how you play a game. Do you play deviously almost? For some of you, that's what's going on. Is there's something around you that is not working in your best interests, and you might be two-minded about how you play that game. But let's see when the clarifiers come. I don't want these to be too long. Just a glimpse into the month ahead and some guidance. But you get the Ace of Fire. So that's such a lovely energy to have working for you. It's like accepting that there's an ending and allowing yourself a new beginning. And you know, for some of you who might be struggling with depression, it's simple. Just keep it simple. Do something a little bit every day that you wouldn't do. Like maybe, I know that people who suffer from depression, it can be really, really hard to even get out of bed. So do the little thing, get out of bed, smile at yourself in the mirror, put something nice on, or if you're into painting your nails, paint your nails. My friend Joe is a Virgo, and I'm not sure if he'll watch this, but he bought himself a wizard's hat, and I'm not saying that he's depressed or anything, but something funny that will make you laugh, and because that just came to mind. So for each of you, I think, well, obviously we have different journeys, you know, so there's something that you're dealing with it's coming to an end. The worst of this situation's coming to an end. Trust that, and allow yourself to know that there's this opportunity being presented for you for some of you, there might even be an offer, like a passionate offer of something that comes to you. But for others, it's taking the initiative and taking the step out and doing something creative, or something that you feel passionate about. Or if you are one of those people who might be suffering from depression, experiencing a bit of that, do the little thing that will make you feel happy. Bring some literal color into your life by maybe wearing a brightly colored something. Like I mentioned, my friend Joe, he bought this hat, and it's a brightly colored hat. You know, it's something like that. Bring color into your life. And for some of you, there might be a new beginning in terms of you feeling that you are able to express yourself, express something that you haven't been able to express. But there is this energy of you feeling two-minded, feeling stuck, or being stuck in your head because you are being pulled in two different directions. And it is a choice between two. For some of you, it might be love, that you are feeling torn between two lovers, or between the old and the new. But there's some way you are crossing your heart. You know, it's so interesting. This heart thing comes up again, this head and heart. So I feel like your head, Virgo, is getting in the way of your heart. So you're getting stuck in your head because of something that's hurt your heart. And the Two of Swords normally comes with a person, the original has a person blindfolded with their arms crossing over their heart, indicating that their two-mindedness is keeping them stuck, keeping their heart stuck. So there's that going on for you. Around you, or for the month ahead, is the three of the Empress. And what was interesting is that the Emperor came up with that. For some of you, I think that you, because you get the Emperor and Empress there, for some of you, you might have been stuck in a negative feminine cycle, or there might have been feminine in your energy playing some kind of negative, or having a negative influence on your mindset in some way. You know, it doesn't mean that person was intentional. With the Seven of Swords, there can be an intentional game playing. But for others of you, it could be both playing games. Like it could even be for some of you going through a split, divorce, or end of a relationship, and that they were game playing even from both sides here. But there is, the Empress is showing up negatively in your surrounding energy. And I feel, I think the message for some of you is to be aware of this, if it's a person. For others, it is you having been caught up in a negative feminine energy. And it doesn't matter how you identify or who you are. I feel like that applies. And that can show up as doing too much, trying too hard to please. What came to me was feeling guilt about something. Just overdoing, over nurturing, and not doing enough of that for yourself. And so I feel like where that applies to you, I messed up my thing here, but where that applies to you, the Virgos that for whom that applies, I think you're needing for the month ahead at least to be stepping into your masculine energy, a bit more positive masculine energy, taking back your power. If you're a masculine, a male here, showing up here, I think that if you have been for some reason or the other battling with your masculine energy, maybe because you're an aware male. And so if that is the case, there's something about you working with the positive masculine and embracing that back within yourself, not rejecting it or completely because of how masculinity has presented in recent times, you know. For feminine people who identify more with the feminine energy, I think that you too might have been an overgiver, caught up in that feminine cycle of that feminine energy needing to give, nurture. And of course you can be the nurturer, but I think that you are needing to nurture yourself more and step in just even a little bit more to your masculine energy. And remember that the one is not negative and the other one positive. They both have negative and positive elements. So step into a positive masculine energy. Now, I'll just share this. When I was realizing this, when I went through something a few years ago, and I started exploring the masculine and feminine within, and it's an ongoing journey, and every time now and then I might slip into the negative of one or the other. And I used Archangel Michael and Metatron as my archetypes to help me harness that masculine energy within myself. And for you, it might be different. So just think of, you can play with whatever that masculine energy is for you. It could even be the Hermit, like a positive masculine energy. That is because it's an energy of looking within, of learning self-awareness and self-trust, you know. So from all the things I'm saying, take what fits for you, the Virgo, for you Virgos that are watching, you know. But I think this is a lovely and positive time that you're going into a very deep time. And then the High Priestess here showing up as advice right next to the Two of Swords, and it's a 2 as well. I do feel like you are being guided to this is like reiterating the Hermit. The Hermit goes in to seek wisdom within. With the High Priestess, it's wisdom, higher wisdom. It's not from within. It's like working with your inner wisdom, which obviously leads to higher wisdom as well. So it's like being willing to do that walk within, so that you can be guided on some situation, something that has kept you stuck in your kept your throat chakra stuck. For some of you, it's speaking up to a partner. For others, it's speaking up for yourself. For others, it could be it could even be in writing down your thoughts, sharing your views, sharing your pain, even however that shows up for you, Virgo. You know, the one thing that just slipped into my mind was maybe you want to start a support group for something that you've been through. That's awesome, because there you are healing, but you're also you're facilitating the healing of others as well. You're holding that space, and how flippin' awesome is that? Let me get a couple of clarifiers. So, like I say, already it's long, but then you had to be deep, you know. So Virgo, I mean, you're the first one I'm reading. Let's see. Let me get the 10 of air. You get the Chariot. Something's kept you stuck. Feeling like you can't move forward on your own little horse, or your it's like maybe you want to travel, but something's kept you stuck, and that could be metaphorical. You're needing to move, but you've been feeling stuck, and that's a 7, and that's a 7, right? So there's the Knight of Swords showing up in your, there again, it's harsh words here showing up. Just be careful of that. Now these, the reason I've never used these cards before, but they are, this is Don Quixote, famous, well-known paintings and stuff. But the quote here by Kierkegaard is, to dare is to lose one's footing momentarily, not to dare is to lose oneself. So what a gauntlet thrown down for you, Virgo. Is maybe you are being dared to speak up about something. And this is in your, what could work against you is this Knight of Swords, which can talk about harsh energy, really, with the 7 of Swords there. It's like, just be careful with your own words as well. But at the same time, because of this quote, I would say also, well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's not time for you to, no. I was going to say it's not time for you to speak up, because you might speak up in ways that might be harmful, but I don't think so. I think that there's a need to go within and let that be your guide as to the words that you speak. Unlocking that throat chakra. Working for you is with the 2 fire cards here. You could be dealing with a Leo, this Ace of Fire, and then the Strength card, and here it says, he knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity. It's really about looking at this whole situation and seeing the benefits of it, seeing how it has helped you grow, Virgo, and honoring that it has helped you grow, that you have grown. You know, it's funny, I did think about judgment. Let's see what the advice is here. So with the 2 of Swords, you get Judgment, which is a 2 card, right? It's 20. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. So, but this is, I would say then, that it's you are needing to be in touch with how your thoughts are keeping you stuck, which I think is what I was saying here about the earlier. But the judgment also speaks about a rebirth, so it could even be something from the past coming back, and that's causing you to feel torn. So for some of you, that too. And then with the Empress, it's the walk. You get the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from things. In each loss, there's a gain. As in every gain, there's a loss. And with each ending comes a new beginning. Wow, that's so, like, think about it, Virgo. That's your reading here, this ending and this new beginning. So you can open yourself up to that new beginning. But it does require, Virgo, that you walk away from things that don't serve you. And I think that what's not serving you is this Empress energy. You know in your heart, you know through your inner lantern what this Empress energy is, and it's showing up for each of you in your own specific ways. With the High Priestess, you get the Three of Cups. I always put these upright. You know what I feel? This is saying also do some celebrating, meet good friends, have nice chats over wine or coffee. And I think now about my other lovely Virgo friend that I'm going to be meeting for coffee on this weekend. And she's very, very dear to me. I'm just going to say, Kamala, if you're watching this is for you. Those who bring sunshine into the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. And that's just so appropriate. But I think that if you are like Kamala, if you're a Virgo showing up as this nurturer, this is 3, by the way, and the Empress is 3. It's a reminder of filling your own cup as well. And then we get the Knight of Cups with the Emperor. So this is showing up in the positive, and I feel this is again about filling your own cup. I think for some of you Virgos who are looking for a masculine partner, that might also show up with the Emperor there, like someone coming in to help you balance. But I think for most of us, because I relate as an earth sign, you're being guided to embrace the positive masculine and just explore what that looks like. Okay, Virgo, thank you. I feel really honored to have done this reading. It's really beautiful, and I wish you a wonderful June. I'll be back with the fortnightly picker cards as well. Bye, Virgo.